Hi, everyone.
Hey,
I'm Alicia,
and I'm Meredith.
and this is Summer is Fun, a Summer House podcast, season 3, episode 7. We're officially halfway. I've been saying it for a few weeks. Whatever, who gives a fuck?
But you know what? It's officially you're halfway. I
This
want to
is
call it like
it.
a birthday, halfway to the end. I
I
don't know
gotta
what
be
to call
honest,
it.
I don't know what happened in this episode because I watched it so long ago. So we're gonna really wing it halfway here.
I'm excited. We were supposed to record this a week prior, but you know what? Who cares? Throw caution to the wind. It's Christmas.
Yeah, is that what
You
happens? You're right.
oh, you really don't know.
I literally am gonna read my notes and be like, oh yeah. So bear with us.
I love it.
Um, okay. So check us out on the A&M Podcast Network. We have this podcast. We have It's About the Pasta, a Vanderpump Rules podcast, and we have One Season Wonders, the show where Meredith and I find a TV show that only has one season and we talk about it.
Hmm.
Please be sure to rate, review, subscribe. We have no new reviews. I'm so sad
Please help us.
with 5 stars. Maybe it's that thing where like if they can't say anything nice, they won't say anything at all, which like fine. But if you can say something nice, please
Then
do.
just go rate us and don't leave a review. What about
No, don't
that?
give us 1 star.
Well, give us 5 stars and don't leave a review. Give us
That's
the
fine.
Christmas present of a 5 star review.
Just fucking review us. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Vanderpasta and follow us on or join our Patreon, patreon.com/Vanderpasta. Let me tell you what you can get. For $1 a month, you get access to our fun pre-shows that Meredith and I do, where we talk
Ooh,
about whatever we want. And then you also get any episodes we record early, including this one.
we
That's
love.
it. I'm not gonna figure it out. For $2 a month, you get access to everything I just mentioned. Plus, you get access to our after show that we do when we go back and watch old seasons like this. So we can talk about Bravo news, any gossip. We'll probably talk about BravoCon. So join it, watch it, love it. BravoCon already passed by the time you're listening to this, but you could have had it. See what you missed?
Either way, like if you join Patreon, you get all the news right when it's happening.
That's true. That's the way to do it. Um, and we'll say your name on the podcast. So thank you to Chris, Danae, Dustin, Emily, Jackie, Casey, Kimberly, Cameron, Tiffany, Tonette, Tracy, Gina, Jennifer, Kirsten, Kelsey D, Kelsey M, Mariah. I think I got everyone.
Yes.
That was a little rough. It's been a while.
That's
Thank you.
right. Back in the
Thank you
saddle. We took
so,
1 week off, but we're back.
thank you so much. That was so fun. And then for $5 a month, you get access to everything I just mentioned. Plus, when we go back and do, or when the live shows are on, which they will be back. Okay, Winter House is coming for season 2. Summer House is coming for season
Well,
6,
they
7.
they already happened, but maybe we'll have a Winter House season 3.
Oh my God, they already happened by the time this episode
Yeah.
premieres.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought season 3 was already premiering. Am I wrong?
You're wrong.
Oh man, guys, without Meredith. Oh, you're right. Season 2 is the one premiering. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So you could have told us about season 2 of Winter House, season 6 or 7 of Summer House, and season
Missed
10 of
a
Vanderpump
big
Rules.
live season, but don't do that again. Because, I mean, the way these shows are happening in the news or were happening in the news whenever they were filming, like, I'm just looking forward to, by the time this is coming out, I'm hoping there's more like Vanderpump news. I'm hoping there's more Summer House news. Like, I'm hoping there's like all the things to get me hyped for the next recording, like filming
Yeah.
season.
I just like don't, you guys should have joined sooner. I like don't know how many more seasons these casts have in them.
And
You
then, like,
gotta
you could
join
maybe help
now.
us if they do end, you could maybe help us pick new
Pick
ones.
a new show, I guess. Can you imagine if we only had one podcast? What would we do with ourselves? Also for $5 a month, you could be a patron of the episode. Okay, honestly, totally don't remember
I love when you
who
don't remember
the
because
hell I
I
picked.
feel like my stomach drops and I'm like, wait, am I supposed to remember? No, that's
No,
not
it's
my job.
me. I think I remember a little bit, so I'm just gonna go with my gut. So this week's patron
Okay.
of the episode is Casey.
Woohoo!
Casey, we love having you. You've been around for almost half a year. What?
Time
That's
flies.
freaking crazy, Casey. But thank you so much for joining. There's only good things to come. Also, if you've only been around for half of a year, You probably only got the tail end of like our
A
live
live
shows.
season. You're right.
So Casey, this is your time to shine. Stay
And
tuned.
she'll get this before the live shows
She'll
happen.
get this way before the rest of you. So
Be
Casey,
like Casey.
if you're freaking listening, get your live show comments, concerns, questions, whatever you want
Mm.
ready because we're gonna be relying on you.
It
You
is
can't
like
don't pay $5 for
we're heading
nothing.
into a marathon live season. So get ready, Casey. And to those people who are not patrons, get your patron ready for the next marathon live
What would
season.
Casey do?
What would Casey do?
Okay. Great. So let's go to the episode. Hang on, let me pull it up because it's been a long time. While it's loading, I have my stomach soda, my prebiotic
Stop. Don't call it
soda.
stomach soda. Is that Poppy?
Yeah, I always drink Poppy.
I
Have you
know. The
heard of
cans
it
are,
now?
yes, the cans are really fun. I just can't pay that much money for fake soda.
I don't like real pop, so
I love it. I wish I should have grabbed. I actually bought a 6-pack of Dr. Pepper last week and have been slowly drinking it and allowing myself to have it.
yeah, I don't like that. So this is the first soda I actually like enjoy.
Love that for you.
Okay, so previously, don't remember anything on Summer House. Lindsay is working hard, but is gonna grab dinner with Payman.
Yes.
Okay, and she wants to girlify Hannah. I remember that. Kyle's ready to do anything for Amanda. Jordan's trying not to be a dick, but everyone doesn't really know him because he's not really opening up because he's just a dick.
Yeah, he's being like surface level. He's just saying things people want to hear.
Yeah, and Danielle fucking hates him now because he's the worst. Carl got let go at his job, but
Alicia called it.
he has Paige. I knew it. You can't
You
get
knew.
anything past me. I gotta be honest, I don't remember from watching that, but as soon as he was like, I have a summer Friday, I was like, he got let go.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's at least making out with Paige. And the only issue is he's not putting in any effort with Paige. So
Got to do that.
let's see what I remember. Okay, so it's Saturday, 11:30 p.m. We are drunk and partying after the St. Bart's party. What a good
Yes.
time.
It's coming back to you.
Carl's having a good time. He's trying to get Paige into the pantry. Danielle wants some Jello shots. Paige doesn't want to sleep with Carl, so she just goes to bed. And she basically told Carl what she wants is up to him to do it. So
Yes, we talked about this for a few episodes that like Paige is a dinner girl. She's not a grab drinks girl. Like she has a standard for herself, and like good on her for having a standard. She's not gonna like accept anything less, and she's not gonna like wait around for you. I want to be like Paige.
I do too. I just went out to, I'm like a fine drinks girl though. I'll be like,
I'm fine with
fine,
drinks.
whatever.
I actually
Whatever.
want drinks. I don't want to be stuck for a whole dinner, but
That's our problem. Paige is like, you'd be lucky to be stuck with a dinner with me.
yes.
And we're
I'm
meanwhile
like, God, you only want to have
Jeez.
you maybe just want to have one drink with me. Let's just see
Yeah.
how it goes.
Yeah, I also don't want to be there. Okay, so everyone goes to bed. Kyle and Amanda are super, super drunk. They try and have sex. I don't think it works.
This cracks me up. I also, man, the light bulb that goes off with Kyle that he realized that he just needs to make Amanda a priority to have a fun night out. I was literally bitching about that all of season 2.
Can you fucking believe all you have to do is love people that love you back?
It's
amazing.
Groundbreaking news.
It's amazing. Okay, so it's Sunday, 11:47 a.m. Jordan's watching Mass. Kyle and Amanda have some more sex. And then they got to decide about the apartment. And Amanda feels like Kyle still needs to prove that he can make a decision because, Kyle's the one that's scared to live with Amanda.
Well, right now it's kind of Amanda's a little like
That's
she
true.
has like put some distance between them because he cheated on her. I think she's scared to trust him like fully to dive back in, and living together is really diving in deep.
I know, I would be too, Amanda. Lindsay talks about Payman, and he followed up to hang out Tuesday night.
We love a guy
This is
who
amazing.
is proactive and schedules the date.
Amanda and Kyle decide maybe they should do the apartment. Amanda's freaked out in the best way.
Yeah. And Kyle shares with her that it's gonna be $22,000
Down.
to put the application in, because you need first, last, and the broker's fee. Which, what the fuck, Alicia? Is this true?
No, I do not. I did not pay a broker's fee. Some people do. It's an easier way to find an apartment. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Don't do that. But some like the nicer buildings require a broker so that they only get good applicants. So like just live in like a shitty area.
Okay, so it's not just not required, but if it's, what is, I can't even fathom how much this rent is.
22K. He's like, I'll spot you and you can repay me the 11,000.
I'm like, this is out of my budget.
So
I have hives everywhere.
Let's just like assume the brokerage fee is like 5,000, right?
Yes.
So 22 minus 5 would be 17. Divided by 2 is, so they're paying like about 8,500 a month.
How? You're an entrepreneur, Kyle. We talked about this once in our post show, like about like, I listened to that podcast and we talked about it, like the financial side of like Kyle and being an entrepreneur. I don't understand how he has this money.
8,000 a month, but from the two of them, so it's 17K total a month.
No.
Oh, no. Divide by
first and last. So it's 4K each, but still.
4K each.
For a one bedroom.
For a one bedroom. I'm stressed. I pay an absurd amount in rent, but it is nowhere near that. Let's pause. And I pay for a studio.
Yeah, I cannot fathom this.
Absolutely not. Okay, so now it is Sunday, 12/22. Paige, I remember this. Paige has got to make her face less swollen. So she fills a bottle or a bowl full of water and ice and dips her face in it. And Carl decides to try. He fucking loves it. So these two are just dipping their faces.
I think it's a wonderful idea. It just is a mess.
It's also unpleasant.
So I just can't get myself to do something like this.
So unpleasant.
And now there are those roller things. I need to buy one of those roller things. I think that'll just do.
I actually thought of this a few days ago when my face was swollen and I was like, oh, I need a bucket of ice, but that seems like a lot of work.
I thought the same thing on Sunday.
Look at us. Okay, so Carl this week needs to focus on his work situation because he wants to be the man Paige deserves, which apparently that man has a job. So we'll see.
I like his knowing like, hey, I want Paige to have the best. She wants the best. Having a job means I'll be at my best. But I think this sometimes the crux of his problem is he can't just be like, hey, can you meet me where I'm at in my life right now? Like,
yeah, he can't open up, be like, oh, I'm like struggling a little bit. I went on 3 interviews and like actually text her about that.
Yes.
Girls don't care if they actually like you.
Now, if you don't have a job for like 2 years, I don't think she wants to date you, but like, it's okay to have moments in life where you think that you're like having a setback, but they always say like what is it called? That you have to be pulled back to shoot forward. I don't know,
one door closes, another one opens.
Yeah, that type of shit. So like, Carl, it's been a month. It's okay to still pursue Paige. Maybe, I think this is a cop out. I wonder if he just doesn't want to spend money because he doesn't have money coming in.
Maybe. But like Paige would also, I'm sure, be okay if he's like, listen, for as expensive as New York is, there's tons of free shit to do. He could be like, let's do a picnic in the park.
Yeah, let's go on a walk even is better than what he's doing right now.
There's a free movie in the park. Like, let's go.
Because he already opened up about losing the job. So I think she would make an exception to the dinner rule because he may not be able to afford it short term.
I really like you. Do you want to grab coffees and we can sit by the river, enjoy them? Like we can get pastries.
Yeah.
She'd be down. You have to just explain, like give the effort. It's all about effort.
Yeah. And don't like count it out. You haven't even asked her. So like let her say no.
Yeah. Crazy. Okay, so Amanda and Jordan's birthdays are next week, and we're gonna do a Christmas in July theme.
I love this.
And we all have to do a Secret Santa. So it's time for us to pick. And we don't get to see who everyone picks, but I think Danielle got Carl and Jordan gets Kyle. So
I love this. I don't like doing Secret Santa because like it stresses me out to buy gifts in a certain price range for people and have everybody watch and judge your picks.
Ooh, sorry.
But I do like buying gifts for other people, not with the judgmental factor.
I don't mind Secret Santa. What I hate the most is I did a Secret Santa last year and I didn't know the person I got.
Yeah.
And so I literally asked my friend that was hosting it and I was like, so who the hell is this?
Yes.
And she basically told me he likes Panera bread. So I got him a gift card and it was the
No.
most awkward thing in my entire life.
That's what I hate. If you buy a gift card, you look like some dumb chump.
That was me. I'm a dumb chump. Okay, so it's Sunday, 3:06. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is a pre-show thing, but that girl we talked about is calling me right now. That's it.
Oh,
Sorry.
nice.
I had to interrupt the podcast. It's happening. I'm so stressed. Okay, so Sunday, 3:06 p.m. Jordan calls his mom. His mom's very cute, reminiscing on when he was a kid. Jordan's about to turn 30. It's very emotional for mothers, I
Yes.
think. I am not 30 yet. I am headed there. I'm super excited about it.
I
My
actually
mom's
can't wait. I've started to come around on it.
30, flirting, and thriving.
I feel like 30 is going to be a great decade.
Yeah, 30 is great. I can't wait. But Jordan's mom's super cute. And then Jordan opens up about how he felt like a really big fish in Atlanta and he wanted to leave. So he found a place on Craigslist. He moved to New York City. He's not turning back.
Wow.
Stay here forever. But his parents think it's a phase. But he's single and killing it. All that pussy.
Yeah. Don't you know he's the most eligible bachelor on Hinge?
Crazy. He also opens up about his family being super conservative and they don't know about his partying, drinking, and the girls.
I think that's okay to not let your family in on it all.
I don't let my family in on anything I do.
It's interesting though that it makes a little bit of his behavior make some sense where it's like maybe he doesn't want to kiss on camera and like that's why he's been denying Danielle.
Oh.
But on the flip side, why would you tell that like virginity story where you kicked that girl off the bed? Then?
Yeah, and also if you don't want to kiss Danielle, fine, but then you're on camera going, I made out with 3 girls last night.
Yeah, that's where I could make an excuse for some of it and I think I could rationalize it, but then yeah, his other behavior doesn't really check out.
Also, if you're talking about also like it's just his interviews where he's like, I have so many girls and like I love girls and like they all love me. Your parents are gonna figure out you're probably drinking and hooking up with girls.
Yes, and that's super intentional to do that. I feel like after a while you'd forget the cameras are around or you think not everything's gonna be on the show.
You would think so.
The interviews are much more pointed.
Whatever. He sounds stupid. Okay, but it's time to pack. We leave. We go back to New York City. On Monday, Lindsay's locking in a venue. Crazy. How fun.
Love it.
Kyle has his lover boy concepts. He paid 12 or 22K for the apartment this week and 12K for Loverboy. So he's 34K deep. And guess what? He mentioned early, and I didn't say this earlier, but he had 22K in his checking account.
I know.
So the fact that he's like, yeah, I'll just spend 34,000 this week.
All those damn, what's it called whenever you just keep getting money? I feel like it starts with an R. Residuals. Residuals.
Oh, those residuals.
From Bird Dog? Yeah.
From Bird Dogs in Phoenix. Phoenix is still a company, you guys. It's on LinkedIn. Not to like spoil. I don't know anything else besides it pops up on LinkedIn sometimes for me.
Yeah, I think he just doesn't like actively put energy into it. So if people are willing to pay for the shitty thing that he gives,
so funny.
It's just extra income to him. And then Bird Dogs are like a hit. So like I bet a stock in there.
Bird Dogs are happening, man. Okay, so Danielle's mom is helping her move or pack and move. But Danielle's really excited. She's gonna finally live on her own in New York City and she can afford it at 30.
That's huge.
That's great.
I mean, her talking about how she started with 4 roommates and then like now this is the first time living alone. I mean, what an accomplishment. We've both lived alone. I don't currently live alone. You do. But once you live alone, it's really hard to go back.
I never want to have another person in my space.
No, this is one major reason I feel like I can never get married.
I agree. This is great. So Meredith and I already agreed we're going to be like apartment mates where like we live in the same building.
Yes.
That's it.
We could also do like suburbs. Like I could live in the same neighborhood as you.
But who wants to live in the suburbs?
No, I'm just saying very long term. Like when I'm a grandma, I would
Oh,
love to
when
live
we're
in a retirement
grandparents.
community with you.
We could be in the same retirement community. That'd be so fun.
Yes.
We will, so you guys, we're still gonna be doing this podcast when we're 80. So just be
That would
ready.
be so fun. We can just do every reality TV show ever.
That we ever want to do because we won't have jobs
We'll just
anymore.
have so much
Hopefully.
time.
Yeah. So then on Tuesday, Lindsay's at Kyle's apartment, and Kyle has this big old box, and
Man.
we find out he's gonna do pictures for Amanda's birthday. They're gonna be put into nice frames and they're gonna be hung around their new apartment, which I think is a great idea.
I agree. And I'm going to take some credit away from Kyle because I don't believe this is fully his idea. But here's the thing. That's okay. Nobody cares
asked
if
for
you
help.
came up with the idea. It's all about the execution and doing it.
He can ask for help. You can be like, I don't know what to get. Someone help me. Someone be like, what about this?
Yeah.
And then Kyle could be like, I'm going to do that.
Like
so,
if you're in a job and you don't know what to do, or somebody
Yeah.
else's skill sets are better than yours, you would have them do that task. So do the same in
Yes.
your personal life.
Agreed.
Call on people to help you.
So Kyle and Lindsay, as you know, started the summer in a rocky place, but they're like siblings, and Lindsay's more than happy to help with Amanda's gift. And Kyle is so excited to move in with Amanda because he knows he messed up before, but this is like the best way for him to prove that he's loyal.
Man, this episode, it's like he is just so happy and giddy about being in a relationship. This is such a 180 from last summer.
And next step is an engagement.
Woo!
So Lindsay tells him to keep showing he's committed because to bring it right back, Lindsay never felt like Neverett was committed. That's why his name's Neverett.
The boomerang of Everett. It's so funny how anything can come back to her and Everett's relationship.
Yeah. This was probably something Lindsay wanted Neverett to do. And now she's like, you know what? This is a cute idea because it shows you're committed, which Neverett wasn't.
He was never committed to me, even though we lived together.
See, Everett's never committed. Neverett. I love. Okay, so we skip right over Wednesday, go straight to Thursday. Paige and Hannah go to the Museum of Sex. I gotta ask, are you more Paige or Hannah in this
I'm
situation?
Paige.
I'm Hannah. I don't give a fuck. So Hannah's, she's touching everything. She's a little handsy pansy. I love it.
It's a public thing. Like, I don't know why. It just like gives it. I get a frog in my throat, and I just am like,
that's Paige. Her parents didn't talk about sex.
Mm-mm.
So she's uncomfortable talking about it. Meanwhile, Hannah's mom told her how to give a blowjob because she didn't want Hannah to be a loser. My parents didn't do that.
That is a lot. That reminds me of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills when Lisa Rinna's daughters told her basically the same thing. It was either that or a hand
job. Rinna wrote about it in a book.
Yeah.
And they read it. So okay, so Paige has Amanda for Secret Santa and Hannah has Lindsay. So Hannah's gonna get Lindsay these chained nipple clamps.
Incredible. She loves her boobs. So like funny. Honestly,
that's perfect.
Perfect.
That's perfect. So then Paige talks about Carl and how they don't talk during the week. But like, if you like a girl, you should text her during the week.
And he does have a job, so he has plenty of time.
Yeah, call her, text her on a Wednesday. How you doing?
Yep.
He's not busy.
No.
He's not working.
Nope.
Given he probably is like at interviews where you can't use your phone, whereas at work sometimes you can, but still your interview lasts 45 minutes maybe.
Exactly. Out of an entire work week, you have time to text me once.
Anyways, then we see some vibrating tongue rings that are actually for head. I also didn't know. That's fun.
The things that are out there, I could never get myself to go up to the register and buy any of these things because all I would think about is the person standing there thinking about what I'm going to do with these items.
I don't think I'd be like embarrassed.
I just don't need me with this item in their head.
That's fine. I mean, I'm not as like crazy as Hannah. I'm not like that open, and my mom definitely did not teach me about sex. But man, if we want to talk about some sex, whatever, who cares? It's fine. But Hannah does offer Paige to get some anal beads, which is a little step too far, but
Oh man.
Paige says she's just gonna get Amanda a keychain, so we're fine. Then meanwhile, we cut to Carl, and while he's busy, he meets Delilah at a restaurant.
Which first I was like, that fucking asshole. If he's dating someone else,
Oh,
I was like, I'm gonna go off on him.
I sensed absolutely no sexual chemistry from the get-go. From what I remember, I was not concerned. So basically, Delilah is a marketing professor and a friend. Carl met her, I think, at a marketing event. And he basically opens up to Delilah about how he got let go. And, you know, Carl tells us if you lose your job, you have to go to your network to find a job,
Which is true.
which is exactly what most people do. But Carl has to explain it to us. So we love. But Delilah explains to him that he should focus on LinkedIn and explain who he is as a person. And Carl's a little stressed because he's that loser without a job now. And he feels stupid because why would he want to take someone out if he's struggling with a paycheck?
Okay, I do get this. When I didn't have a job, I didn't tell a lot of my friends. I was embarrassed too, especially living in a big city. You're like, things are expensive. I don't want people to treat me different. But he already broke the ice and told them. If he had kept this a secret, I understand not pursuing her,
Yeah.
but you already told her. I really don't think she's going to have a problem with you not being able to really like give her this lavish date. What he's doing is he's judging her and what her reactions are going to be without even trying with her.
I agree. And I think like if he just put in effort to be like, hey, do you wanna, like I said, go on a walk or like, how are you? Literally fucking
Yes.
just text her.
Texting is
She
free.
knows. She knows you don't have a job. She's not expecting a 5-star dinner.
No.
I mean, you ordered her pancakes and fries, and it didn't even look like she finished the pancakes last week. So
And
next
she
time
loved that.
you guys can split pancakes.
It was about the thought.
Save some money, split a pancake. Who cares?
There you go. How about just make pancakes? Like you could do something
Make
free at one of your
pancakes.
apartments.
So cute. Okay, so now it's Friday, time to go to the Hamptons. It's 2:30 p.m. Paige and Carl are in the car together. They're flirting a little. He calls her his lover. Paige, though, is a little hesitant because she obviously didn't hear from him all week.
Yeah.
But you know, Carl's a lot of talk, not a lot of walk. She wants the opposite, so we'll see what happens.
I liked that saying. Like,
Yeah.
I want a lot of walk, not a lot of talk. Don't tell me about how you're going to do things. Don't tell me how you want to go on a date.
Agreed.
XYZ. Ask me on a date.
Acts of service, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Hannah talks about how she had sex last night and how she invited this guy to the house. His name is British Dave. I'm sure it's just Dave, but he's British. So
I'm
British
sure
Dave.
it's just Dave. I love this for her. Like, it's funny to
I do
see the
too.
juxtaposition of Paige having an on-camera like fling with a housemate and Hannah having an off-camera relationship. And Hannah's like
The
getting
British
it.
guy.
She's like all these casual relationships. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yes, queen.
So Hannah still has PTSD from her last relationship, but Dave is nice. And then she decides to call Dave and she asks, like, oh, Dave is you're gonna come, right? Are you gonna bring Max? And Max is Dave's friend. And she says, bring Max for Paige, and hands Paige the phone. And Paige is like, yeah, sure, bring Max. And this annoys the hell out of Carl. But I don't think it should because Carl and Paige are not together. And
No.
she got this phone thrown at her. What was she going to do? Please don't bring Max because I am maybe seeing someone in the pantry later that night.
Yeah, and the way like the words that were used, it was just like, yeah, bring him. Like it was like pretty friendly. Obviously, something could happen, so I get Carl being jealous, but you have done nothing. You haven't even gone on a real date because Paige said that first date was like a friendship date.
And you can't be mad at Paige.
No, if they've been going on like a few dates for the last few weeks, I would totally understand him being mad because it's similar to how last summer Lauren wanted Carl to tell her, "Hey, I'm bringing someone to the house." Because they had gone a lot further.
Yeah.
You and Paige are really surface level right now.
You guys haven't even made out in each other's beds. You guys only go to the pantry. You've gone on one date during the day together. Not that that changes things, but also kind of. You do not text her.
And yeah, you have not talked to her at all this week. Why would she think you're even into her?
Absolutely not.
She's not a mind reader.
I agree. So now it's 6 p.m. Kyle, Lindsay, and Amanda get to the house with Loverboy in camp.
This is huge. Whoa, we have like really got the company announced, and then cans in hand so quickly.
Hell yeah. So, we bring it all in, we load it into the fridge. Then the other car shows up, which contains Paige, Hannah, Jordan, and Carl. Jordan stands under the mistletoe. No one joins him. Who would have fucking thought?
Oh my God. He's
So
like, I'm gonna wait here. And I'm like, you're
wait.
gonna be there all night, dude.
Literally, everyone's like, okay, you
Everybody's
wait.
like, I'll take the long way to avoid you.
Literally. So tonight we're gonna decorate the house. Danielle is gonna lug down a bunch of decorations because she is Queen Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Carl knows. So then Carl's like, Danielle's gonna do everything. Can I just get drunk? He doesn't even like Christmas. I don't like
Yeah,
Christmas.
they're like, Lindsay like put out all the lights to make sure that they work, and so they're all
Yeah,
talking about like the list they need to do to get ready for this party. And this one definitely seems like a lot more
a
work
lot of work.
compared to the other one. So I understand wanting to do a lot of it that night, but it's weird because they like make this list, but nobody wants to do anything. Carl doesn't want to do anything, but somehow he starts championing the list, being like, "We got to do it."
Well, that's even later. He's just now bitching about like
Anything.
Christmas.
He's just Jordan keeps calling him like a grumpy like something. I forget what the
Yeah.
word, but I was like, all right, this Jordan, this is the only time I'm on the same page as you. Like,
Yeah. And
let's
I
stop with
get
the negative Nancy attitude here.
the holidays are like a hard time. I understand not
No,
everyone
it's
likes
not actually the
Christmas.
holidays. If
I
it
know.
was the holidays, I would understand that. It is July.
And yeah, you don't have to do anything but literally set up. Listen, I hate decorating for Christmas. I don't enjoy it.
I
That's not my
agree.
thing. But if it's for a party we're about to throw in July, I
I
gotta
could put
pitch
some
in a
lights up
little.
a
I can
pole at
fucking do
any
anything.
time.
Or just shut your mouth. Don't bitch.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Just
Okay,
sit
so
there and
whatever.
drink if you want to sit there and drink.
Hannah tells Paige that the second Paige told Max to come. Carl started acting all kind of grumpy.
Yeah.
And so whatever, we drink Loverboy. It's so good. This is when we make the to-do list. Yeah, Carl champions it. He's like, who's not focused right now? And I was like, shut the fuck
I'm
up,
like,
Carl.
wait a minute. You just went from saying you fucking hated this and you don't want to participate to somehow holding up the list, being like, does anybody want to join?
Yeah, and he's pissed that no one's doing anything right now. And I was like, we're making a list to do what?
I know. I'm like, what is going on here? Can't we just say, all right, and break? I do hate whenever you like need to do a lot of stuff and everybody just sits there. Like everybody's waiting for the first or second person to really go do something. That is frustrating. But Carl, like how did you become the point person now?
He goes to take up the trash or something.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, it's 8:34, and then Danielle shows up with a tree, with the
This really jump
decorations,
starts everything.
with the Christmas spirit. This bitch shows up ready.
Just a happy attitude, honestly, is I feel like
Yeah.
minimum.
And this is when everyone starts decorating. We're making cookies. We're rolling the dough with a vodka bottle. It's
Love.
very fun.
Wine bottles are a lot easier, I will say, because they're fully flat.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah, I've made a pizza with one.
Amanda and Kyle put the money down for the apartment. They're waiting to hear back. Amanda's parents don't really know. Amanda's like telling Paige all this. Because her parents stay out of her business. Like when she got her nose pierced, they didn't ask. And
I
was
love
like,
how Paige is like, this is a little different than
very different.
a nose piercing. But this is how my parents and I relationship is. Like, if I were to move in with a boyfriend, I would just do it. I wouldn't ask them.
I wouldn't ask them, but I would tell them before, and then
tell
they'd give
them.
me their opinion, and I'd be like, okay, and
Okay.
that'd be it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we gotta talk about the date with Payman really quick.
Mm-hmm.
He's in Greece right now, but he's constantly texting Lindsay, which Lindsay loves. He texts her every morning, which Lindsay loves.
Incredible.
Lindsay almost canceled her date, but she's glad she didn't because she felt butterflies.
How exciting.
Ooh,
it's so funny that a boy in Greece can text a girl in the United States, but Carl in New York City can't text Paige in New York City.
Carl and Paige are probably neighbors, and he's like, it's hard.
He's like actually going the long way to his not job just so he can avoid her.
Okay, so Carl bitches more about how he hates Christmas, how Paige is an ice queen.
Which, like, she's not at being an ice queen. She's talking to you.
Yeah, if anything, he's being kind of annoying.
The Scrooge.
He's
just
being
to keep it in line with Christmas.
But yeah, so Carl says he's got game. He used to work at Abercrombie like a douchebag.
Stop. Like, this is making
Hated
me
it.
be like, Paige, run. Run
Hated
away from
it.
this man.
You know who worked at Abercrombie at my school? The douchebags.
I don't think
Hate
anybody
it.
I know worked there.
So technically, tonight is Christmas Eve. So we have to sing the 12 Days of Christmas. Super stupid. But it ends with Carl and Paige in the pantry.
I loved the song.
was
It was a good
crying.
riff. I love
Was that
moments like
Jordan
this.
that did that or Kyle? It was very funny, whoever fucking said it.
And
Props.
Danielle is the one with the pantry comment.
Oh,
Jordan started it though, like the song.
dope. Good for Danielle.
Yep.
10 out of 10. So it's, you know what, how we have to end the night. We have to get some Christmas cookies, leave out a lover boy for Santa.
This is
I
so
love the
cute.
theatrics of this because A, it's not really Christmas Eve, and B, these grown adults have to know that Santa is not going to
know
eat
this
cookies.
feeling. You know, whenever somebody said this is basically Christmas Eve, everybody was like, oh, and they just
except
mood.
Carl.
Fucking Carl.
Okay, so now it is Saturday, 11 a.m. The house is starting to emerge. Merry Christmas, everyone.
I just, again, the excitement follows into the day.
I know. And then as a Christmas present, Payman calls from Greece.
I mean, not just calls, FaceTimes.
Oh, you're right. He FaceTimes from Greece. And Lindsay's like, here I am trying to date a great communicator, and he's FaceTiming me from Greece.
You do feel so special when someone is on a trip and like wants to talk to you. I remember like this about the boy I dated abroad is like we would go on separate trips each weekend and we would still want to talk to each other. And you're just like, wow, I'm incredible. Like, hello world.
I'm like very like known for not texting on vacation. So
no, I also appreciate that because you're like, I want to soak it up. I like when I do that, when I like detox from my phone, but I want someone who goes on a trip to just think about
to text me. Yeah, 100%. Okay, so Paige and Danielle are gonna go get a facial, and Carl's all mad because it should be the two birthday people that get a facial, not Paige and Danielle. So you're like, who the fuck cares? And Kyle's literally
this would piss me off from like a work point stand, like
set
having to set up. And if you guys go fucking get facials and we're just the only ones set up, that would annoy me. But what's the difference between two people just random and two people, the birthday people? You're still going to be down two people.
Well, and okay, women can do everything men can do, but also Jordan like has all those muscles. He should put them to work. Like Paige isn't gonna do
didn't
it.
we set up mainly at all last night? What do we need to do this morning that I can't go get a facial?
Also, Kyle, he says this to Kyle, and Kyle literally is like, well, you know, Danielle like brought all the decorations. She like lugged them from New York City.
Yeah,
so, like I'm okay with it. He straight up's like,
she really did her part, and we're losing his Paige, which let's be honest, it's not like Paige is gonna like lug all this shit around.
No, but she'd probably still be in bed. So like,
yeah, like last night she literally said she was not helping at all. So we already expected that.
Yeah, we're fine. And if anything, Amanda's gonna put in the most freaking effort. So this bit should work.
Amanda and Kyle will do the most.
The most. Yeah, but Carl knows he should have texted Paige. But also, like, what the fuck, Paige? You could have texted me. No, absolutely not. Fuck
he is putting it all on her, and that's what I don't like. She could have texted him, that's for sure. But he's the one who's more into
pursuing her.
Yes.
But he's still gonna try. So it's 12:38. Paige is hyping Danielle up. We gotta take care of ourselves. You deserve your better. Treat yourself.
This.
It's my vibe always.
I want someone to take me to go get a facial because I'm like Danielle. I've never had a facial, but I would love to go get one.
God. I've only gotten one, and it's my mom's friend's daughter, and she was practicing. So I got a cheap one.
Exciting.
But I'd love to go get more facials. My friend actually, really quick sidebar, did this. It's called like a face workout, like face gym or something.
Yes.
Like that, where they literally like smack your face, but she said it feels really good.
Love that. Okay, well, if I come back to New York, not BravoCon weekend, we're getting a facial.
It's over $100 for
Never
like 30
mind.
minutes.
Let's do one in like Chicago.
Yes. I've not gone. Okay, so then we go back to Carl. He's still bitching about Paige. Literally, Kyle's like,
dude,
don't care.
Yeah. Get
And then
over it.
Carl shares with Kyle that he hates Christmas. And I get this. It's been hard for Carl because he hasn't had like a family Christmas in 5 years. The divorce was very painful. Carl doesn't talk to his father.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, this isn't really Christmas.
No.
It's probably like bringing up bad memories, but also like your whole family's not here. It's
Exactly. If this were like your friend group's Christmas party, I understand why you're a bit moody, but this is like just a fun thing to do in the summer. I
it could have
understand it
been
probably,
any party theme.
I understand that does bring up some emotions, but like not this much to tank it. And I feel like this is just an excuse for him to be a dick.
I don't know. I'm sympathetic to him disliking Christmas. I understand it can be a hard time.
But he's being a dick.
It's literally not Christmas. This party could have been anything. It could have been like French fries and guys or whatever. And like it would have been the same day.
Yeah, he still would have been pissed if Paige hadn't talked to him and
Yeah.
another guy was coming for Paige.
The
We would still have this
holiday-
version of
The
Carl.
holiday time is a different like that because you know you have actual Christmas.
Yes.
This is gonna be 6 hours and you're
a
gonna go to bed.
boozing in a red swimsuit.
Yes. Okay, so Carl just wants to find a person to be in a relationship with so he can start his own family, which I kind of think is unhealthy. He is really putting a lot into a relationship with someone to basically start like his own traditions and family things and like
Yeah.
that's a lot to look for
And
in
that-
someone when you're single.
And that's something that a lot of people say you shouldn't do, you know, like you should just try and be happy on your own because somebody else can't ever make you happy. I understand wanting traditions and wanting that life for yourself, like that, like is a
Family
goal.
Christmas parties, yeah.
Yes. But like wanting them so then like somebody else can make them good is not, you got to find
It's
happiness
not-
at Christmas on your own.
Yeah, it made me sad to hear this. Okay, let's go get facials. Danielle never had a facial, but she's ready. Danielle's very happy. She's like a kid in the candy shop. She keeps asking questions. She keeps talking.
She's like, can you just do this
"What's
alone? You don't do the couples one? And Paige is like, well, I'd have to have a being a couple to do this.
But
with
they're doing
somebody
couples.
else.
Yeah,
This is
they're
what
on
I
a
want.
couple one.
I don't want couple stuff with a man. I want couple stuff with my best friend so I can laugh and gossip and giggle.
Yeah, this was way more fun with Danielle than it would be with Carl.
Yes, even
And
any
that.
boy. Like I can't even imagine Kyle and Amanda doing this. I would always rather have my like girlfriend.
Agreed. Okay, so yeah, Danielle and Paige talk about how they feel like they have the same type
Mm-hmm.
because you know Danielle dated Carl,
I
and then Paige is
I
like,
kind of forgot about it until
I do
this
too.
happened.
But Paige is like, "What's it like dating Carl?" And Danielle says, "A roller coaster, honestly." She wouldn't hear from Carl for like a week, and Paige is like, "Yeah, I already got that. He doesn't put in the effort."
Wow, this is tough because it's like it always sucks. It sucks for Carl that somebody else is then like deterring Paige from maybe going out with him or being interested in him. Like I do always hate that like that could happen, and in theory Carl could have changed, but he's already doing this to Paige like she said. So I feel like this is just giving Paige the neon
Yeah.
around the red flag.
Also, though, she's just like Danielle's just confirming Paige's thoughts. Like Paige already,
Yes.
it wasn't like Carl was a great boyfriend. Danielle was like, "Watch out, he's an asshole."
If
Like,
Carl had been
no.
putting in effort and doing the most with Paige and really trying to court her, and Danielle
Yeah.
said this, I would feel bad for Carl. Like this could knock him
Yeah.
down, but he's not doing a single thing.
Plus, like Danielle and Paige seem like they're becoming friends. Like Paige
Yes.
is probably Paige was the one that asked. She was like, "Tell me what it's like to date
Yep.
Carl."
Yep.
So I think it's fine. But Danielle basically says, "Let's make a rule. If we're into the same person, we're gonna rock paper scissors for it," which is funny. Like obviously, it's not like real, but it's very funny.
It's the worst actually when you and your friends have the same taste because you're just like, man, do they like me better? Do they like her better? Who are they gonna pick?
Do you guys
Hopefully
hear my
it's me.
FaceTime thing going off? Sorry,
Yes, I
I'm
did.
a mess today.
You're good.
People just keep
Maybe it's
contacting
Payman.
me.
Is that his name?
Oh my
Paymon?
God, it's Payman. Paymon. Ah,
Paymon from
fuck. It's my
Greece.
Chicago accent.
It's
I
okay.
say Payman.
It's the A's. I do it too. I was just thinking, like,
Yeah.
how was Lindsay saying it?
Yeah. Okay. So it is Saturday, 3:07 p.m. The ice sculptures are here. We really went
Like,
all out.
whoa.
So we're still decorating. Hannah tells Amanda about British Dave, and like Hannah's still seeing other people, but like her past relationship was very controlling. He didn't want to hang out with her friends. He made fun of her job, made her feel insignificant.
Ew, we hate that.
We definitely don't support that. So she's doing her own thing, which we definitely support.
I love it. I love that she's being like cautious and she's like dating around, but that British Dave knows. So he's not blindsided that she's dating other people. This is how you communicate before you get into a like exclusive relationship.
Carl, communication is key.
In all senses, whether you're hooking up with someone, whether you're casually dating someone, whether you're in a full-fledged relationship with someone.
Never it.
No, I was just thinking about him and Danielle.
I was actually, you also mentioned like a him and Lauren stitch. So we hit all three.
We hit the Paige, the Lauren, the Danielle saga.
All three very different relationships for Carl. Okay, so ever since Amanda found out about Kyle cheating, she basically is like, he better watch himself because I'm watching him. And I'm like, girl, you already signed that apartment. How you watching him?
Yeah, good luck there. $22K already down the drain on that. But I guess she hasn't paid for it.
That's true. Also, Kyle is very romantic because him and Carl moon Amanda and Hannah. It's called romance.
Lord.
It's called romance, Meredith.
Sure.
Okay, so it's time for Christmas in July. We made cookies. We're drinking Loverboy. Jordan is dressed as a sexy Santa, and Amanda looks fucking incredible in her bathing suit.
I love, she enters, so like everybody's sitting in the living room. Jordan walks in and says, ho, ho, ho. And Amanda walks in and goes, did somebody say ho? And she's like in a little skimpy bathing suit.
It
and I was like,
so cute.
Excellent.
We love the birthday kids. They're so cool. Jordan's feeling great at 30. And I mean, like, look at Kyle and Carl. They're killing it. He can kill it too. And I was like, sir.
I wouldn't say that these are my 30s role models, but they do look like they are having fun.
They're having fun. Kyle did just cheat on his girlfriend and admitted
but he
it,
did just start a business.
Okay.
I would say Kyle's in a notch up from Carl.
Carl just lost his job. He can't text a girl, but he's working on it.
But here's the 30s.
I wouldn't say killing it. I'd say that they're doing well.
They're surviving.
They're fine. No, they're doing great, but like, come on, Jordan.
These aren't your role models for 30. These aren't like your peak point by any means.
Sure. Mostly, honestly, like I can give a pass on Carl because everyone loses their job. Kyle straight up fucking cheated on the girl he wants to marry.
Yeah, but like Carl can't get it together to text Paige once. That's and they true. Like live together.
Do you want to be 34 making out in pantries? Let me know.
Yeah, but only like as a fun flirty thing. Yeah. Not like the only place I make out.
Not because that's the only place the girl will make out with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is Secret Santa time. Lindsay gets her nipple clamps from Hannah. She fucking loves them. She loves them so much. Carl got things you should already know about dating, you fucking idiot, from Danielle, which was
timely,
awesome.
Incredible.
Kyle got a champagne bong. I don't know who from.
I don't know, but these were all
Jordan?
The rage at the time.
I remember. And then Amanda got a key to Paige's apartment in case she wants to escape her own apartment.
Incredible. All incredible gifts.
It took Kyle 2 years to give her a key to his apartment, but it took Paige 1 month. And that's fucking friendship, and we love it.
That says everything.
So Kyle got Amanda a birthday gift. So she opens it up. She loves it. She pulls out the first photo they ever took together. It's framed, and he wants to hang it in their first apartment because they've been approved.
Woohoo! I actually was excited, and everybody else seemed to be excited too.
Like Carl fucking loves this relationship. He's like, this is romance. He like jumped up.
What a great way to announce that you
I know, that's fun.
Got the apartment. I really like how he did that.
And Amanda is so in love. This is the time. So it's 3:50. You know what time that is? It's time for the guests to be here. We meet British Dave, Hannah's friend, and his friend Max, who is also British. So British Dave, British and Max.
Very hot. I am all over this.
Oh my God, Max?
Incredible.
Max is an absolute hottie. So Dave's meeting Hannah's friends and he's gonna stay in the Hamptons all weekend. Max, like we said, is very hot, has an accent. Jordan and Carl go upstairs. Carl wishes Jordan a happy birthday, and Jordan's like, thanks so much. I'm just getting fucking started. I'm about to do great things. I look good. I model. I'm an eligible bachelor on the dating app. Like, I'm fucking awesome. And Carl's like, I just wanted to say happy birthday.
And Kyle behind him was like, dude, let it go. I swear to God, if I hear that most eligible bachelor line one more time.
Yeah. Jordan's a douchebag. Everyone thinks so. He's probably the guy that likes his own photos.
And comments on his own photos. Like, who
We
does
love
that?
it.
Who does that?
Horrible. Okay, so someone gets iced. I hate
I
being
missed
iced.
that.
Shout out.
I don't play that game. I won't ice you, and you can't ice me. The only thing I will do is set up the camera if somebody else wants to ice you.
On my 25th birthday, my friend's boyfriend and his roommate came in and they're like, we got you a present. And I was like, thanks, but I was going to open it up later. And they're like, open it now. And I was like, I don't want to. And they're like, no, you should open it right now. And I was like, I'm not gonna. And they just looked at me and I was like, are you trying to ice me? And they're like, no. Like,
we did it to
assholes.
my two best friends on their wedding weekend. We like all had a cabin together and we put two of them outside on the front like step and then told them that somebody from the bridal party was there and like was knocking on the door. So the groom ran upstairs and opens the door and goes, fuck. Like he was just so mad because he thought his like best friend was there and then it's just an ice.
Oh, I don't want to be iced. It doesn't taste good.
No,
I burp a lot after I chug.
I can't chug
I can't
anything.
chug. I can't either. I could chug water. That is literally it.
No, I can't even do that. It's like going all over my face if I'm trying to chug water.
Oh, I can't chug. Okay, so Lindsay puts the nipple clamps on.
Her nipples are
Danielle's-
legit out. And I was like, honey, I can't. I don't like these things.
We love them. We love the fake
No,
boobs.
I'm like getting so uncomfortable.
I love boobs. If I was into women, I would love boobs.
You'd be a
the
boob
most.
girl rather than an ass
I'd
girl.
be a boob girl. Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
I'd be a boob girl. Okay, Danielle spots Max, thinks he's hot. Kyle makes a speech. It's beautiful. And then we have bubbles for snow. Amanda's having so much fun. And she even thanks Lindsay for helping with the birthday present. And Lindsay's
I
like,
love
I just
that.
loved it.
I like when
know.
people do give people like credit where credit's deserved.
I completely agree. And I appreciate that Amanda is not like mad. I don't know why she would be mad, but she seems genuinely like, thank you for helping him. It was really sweet. And I'm happy he like did it.
Yes,
Like,
because
thanks
the thing
for
is
being his friend.
yes, it's a present for him and for Amanda. Like that Lindsay showed up. Like Lindsay,
Yeah.
that is a present for or Amanda as well. Like putting an effort to help her boyfriend like be a better boyfriend.
Yeah, it's very cute. Okay, Paige is talking to British Max, and we find out Max is a consultant and he likes to play pool, and Paige loves pool.
Ooh.
And they're like, Hannah and Dave are like, we should go on a double date. And Max and Paige are like, yeah, do it like a pool hall or something.
I love this, and I love a date with an activity. See, Carl, it's not that hard. Go fucking play pool with Paige.
Well, Carl hears it and he's pissed.
Oh, he storms off.
Whatever. So then Hannah's really happy because Dave is here. Kyle's playing in the bubbles. We do cake and we sing to the birthday kids. Kyle's feeling great about his relationship with Amanda. They're in a great place on her birthday. He just wanted her to have a good one. She is. She's having so much fun.
It's great. This party looks lit.
Jordan gets cake in the face, which like is always
also
such a
this
summer house
segment
thing.
Happens later in the in the episode shows. I hate when continuity issues come up. So Jordan gets this cake in the face and there's a corner missing out of the piece of cake, and then later Carl goes to get a piece out of the cake and it is whole.
Oh, yeah. You caught it. I didn't.
I was like, wait a minute. So I just needed to point that out.
Caught
to
it.
him. It really irked me.
Bravo. Caught again. Okay, so Hannah and Paige talk about Max. Paige is super into Max. She even gets in on a floaty with him. They like float around, very cute.
I love this. You do always want to sit by like the guy you're flirting with. Like, let's just chill and hang out. And you're stuck on a floaty, so it's harder to get away from me.
You got to hang out with me. So then Carl thinks Paige is trying to make him jealous. Little does he know, she's just found a new guy that's hotter.
Having fun.
But, you know, he's a grand gesture type of guy, which cracks me up because he's not even a texting type of guy.
How can you be you're not a grand gesture type of guy.
So Carl grabs the cake in his hand, which disgusting.
I'm like, this is the grand gesture? I don't want anything to do with this.
I don't want to eat that cake. He walks out with the cake in his hand and he can't see because the bubbles are everywhere. So as he's walking, he just walks right off into the pool.
Oh man.
And everyone laughs. And then he still pops out of this pool and smashes the cake into Paige's face. Was that the gesture all along?
I don't know, because if she asked for cake or said she was hungry, Bravo cut that out. So I'm confused at why Carl thought she'd really want this handful of cake delivered to her in a pool.
That's the thing, is like,
a whole hand of
can
cake.
you pass me some cake? Please put it on a plate. Hand it to me while I'm on the floaty. I will then eat the cake myself. There is no need for you to fist the cake
straight into my mouth. Unless we're in a food fight, I do not want that.
Hey, Paige, smash. Ooh. And she's like, what the fuck?
This isn't it. And I love how Danielle says, like, Carl, you received this treatment last year. Why would you want to dole it out?
I literally wrote, he knows how cake in the face feels. Why would he do this?
Like,
listen, this is a 6th grade guy flirting. Oh, I'm gonna throw cake in my crush's face. Great. Carl, you're in your 30s. Please stop. Please stop. For all men that might be listening, this is not how you get the girl. Don't do this. This isn't the vibe.
No, you do what Max is doing. You talk to her. You like find out things she likes. Also, you just try to be around her, but you don't like fuck with her.
Paige is extra mad because she's trying to look cute for Max, and Carl smashes a cake.
There's cake everywhere, so now she has to get out and clean herself up.
Yeah, Paige is all sad. She's like, you did that to me, and it's on my bathing suit and stuff.
I like how she's like, I need a drink. And just walks away from him.
Yeah. And now Carl's doing like the pity thing. He's like, oh, Paige doesn't like me.
Paige doesn't like my grand gesture.
Yeah. But while this is happening, Carl actually fucked Paige over because basically gave Danielle an opening to talk to Max. Because Paige isn't here anymore.
The one thing Carl did do for himself is basically distract Paige's new boy.
Yeah. But like, good for Danielle. She sees a cute guy. She sits and she makes the move. She sits next to him and is like, hi.
This is the thing. It's kind of like what Paige did to get like and got on the floaty. You just go to the boy you're interested in. And you know what? Nothing truly has happened between Paige and Max that from an outsider's perspective, I don't think I would notice that Paige is really into Max.
Flirting. Yeah. If she didn't say it to Hannah, we wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Because Danielle didn't hear the like date.
Exactly. Moment. So I don't think this is shady by any means. At first I was like, oh, no, Danielle, like Paige really likes him. And then I was thinking, Danielle doesn't know all these things. So Danielle, like, of course she's just vibing with a guy and wants to go after it.
So, Carl, he's so upset. He like pulls Lindsay aside. And he just doesn't understand the Paige thing. He's over it. Meanwhile, as he's going off, Paige is listening from the other room with Amanda. Carl's not slick. We're in a house full of people.
Yeah.
2, you're in the middle of the dining room where there are 3 different entrances, it looks like. So anyone can hear
this is what I do. I like to listen in on conversations.
3, yeah. If you hear your name, you're gonna be like, "Who's that?
What is that?" Oh, I do that all the time in my own, like in the house with my parents. If I hear my name, I stop everything I'm doing. I pause everything, and I sometimes will even put my ear to the floor.
Yeah, I gotta know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, what the fuck you saying about me?
Carl goes off. He's not going to chase Paige. He's the best guy she will ever meet in her whole life. And Lindsay's like, maybe she's just like nervous. Like Lindsay's like, this is weird. Also, Lindsay might be too drunk. This is what I would do if I was too drunk and
I
someone
think
started
Lindsay's
yelling
trying
like
to
this.
be supportive, to be like, you are a great guy, like you have a lot to offer, but not be like, Paige sucks, you know? Like,
Yeah,
I think she's just trying to like stroke his, like Carl's ego
she's
a little
like,
bit.
I love you so much. Please, you didn't let me get a drink for this combo. I don't want to be here.
That's actually the worst, when you get like barricaded and you're like, my drink is empty. I can't do this conversation without this.
Can you imagine? He's like, hey, can I talk to you for a second? And she's like, sure. And he's like, fucking hate Paige. And she's like, wrong combo.
Time out. And then just walks away.
I didn't want to be here. Yeah. But Carl thinks Paige is leading him on. And Lindsay's like, oh my God. I have no fucking idea. But then Lindsay goes, it's like Everett.
No, no. This is actually way further. This is where Everett is actually way worse. And you do kind of have a leg to stand on. But this is not the same thing.
Yeah. She's like, it's exactly like what Everett did. And Carl's like, I'm going to put Paige on ice and move the fuck on. And Lindsay's like, yeah, like I did with Everett.
And of course, Paige is like, the fuck are you guys talking? What crazy world do you two live on where I'm going to be the iced out?
Ice me? There's no ice me. I'm not waiting to be iced. I've been gone.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not even around.
Flirting with a pretty British man. I don't need this.
I want to be called mom. So I'm living my dreams over here.
I don't want to just be a mom. I want to be a mom. Okay. Yep. Okay, so that's how the episode ends. But next time, it looks like Kyle's getting a ring. Ooh. We hear that Danielle hooked up with Max, and then Max went out with Paige.
Yikes.
Drama. Paige confronts Carl about what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Hannah fell and goes to the ER.
Jeez.
And that all we get is Amanda saying it in her bed at night. So I don't know. But Kyle made out with some girl, and it's the second time he did this, and he admits it.
I can't. If he cheats again, Amanda, cancel that lease ASAP. Do not pay him back that money. Run the hell away. Quit this show.
Go. Do not collect $200. Go straight out of there.
Cheated on me. It was announced on national television, and in that same season, it was announced he cheated on me again. I would be like, I'm done with this show. You can fuck right off.
Well, here's the other thing, right? He tells you, you find out, and then he admits it to you one of the times. He hid the other time. So
that's true. Yeah, because he only told her about the one incident a few months ago. So whenever the second incident happened, did he know when he was telling her about the first? I don't know. We'll see.
Probably because for your timeline, I'm just speculating.
Yep.
He cheated on her over a year ago, supposedly.
Yes. I bet by now, because we're like 2 months in, it's probably a year and a half prior to this.
Yeah.
Christmas
so it was
party.
A long time ago. She then finds out about it a few months before they start filming Summer House. He admits
just 1 month. Just 1 month.
1 month. So he admits that. Then they're filming Summer House, and he's trying to win her back. So I'm assuming that other girl he maybe made out with was between the first girl and telling her
about the first girl. I agree with that.
And he probably did that thing of what do you know? And she's like, I know you cheated on me with that one girl on that bachelor party.
I don't think he's such a douchebag that he would cheat on her between telling her about the first one and then the start of Summer House.
I think he omitted that he cheated on her twice because she didn't know about it. So why tell her?
Yeah, try and soften the blow.
Like a douchebag.
He knew 2 was too much that she would break up with him.
Like a douchebag.
Oh.
Okay. So fun, not fun.
Well,
God, I don't know.
I can't wait to not fun someone next week, but I currently have mine.
I think I have mine, but you go first, not fun.
Okay, I'm going Carl. I can't.
I'm going Carl. Let's just tag team it.
He is doing nothing but
doing
bitching.
The least.
He's doing the least and bitching the most, and we don't like those type of people.
A, bitching about Christmas. B, bitching about Paige. C, throwing cake in Paige's face.
I can't. bitching about Christmas. Don't you dare go after Christmas.
No, it's someone else's birthday. That's the thing. If you want to bitch about Christmas, fine, bitch about Christmas. But
Don't
this
come
is someone's
then.
birthday theme.
Don't
Bitch about
come.
my birthday.
Stay
You're not about
home.
to do that.
Fuck
Don't
no.
come. Stay home. I understand you lost your job. I understand you're going through a hard time. I understand you hate Christmas. However, if you really like someone, you can make the effort. You are working really hard to find a job. It's not like you're just sitting on your ass like a loser. And that, not that like sitting on your ass makes you a loser. I'm sorry for judging, but you know what I mean. But then also also this is someone's birthday. If someone's bitching about my birthday, I'd be so fucking mad. And
I
now
agree.
he's complaining about Paige right in front of her, right after he just knocked her in the face with some cake.
Yes, after he did nothing. His grand gesture was declined.
I'm a grand gesture guy. I'm about to hit her in the face. She'll never fucking want to
And
be
then
with
he's like,
anyone
wow,
else
I
again.
can't believe she's upset. I just did some great thing for her.
I even got the cake wet in the pool before and just fucking
with bubbles and wet.
I took my whole
Bubbles,
hand
water.
and smacked her across the face with it. How did she not fall in love?
God.
Yeah, Carl, I can't.
This is like
Okay.
Jack's level from Vanderpump craziness.
Gonna make a girl fall in love with me.
We remember when we used to do those
face.
equations in Vanderpump? I feel like we have an equation.
This is an equation. It's like cake in face
plus cake plus Paige's face equals
love. Okay, let's do not fun.
You mean fun?
Or no, let's do fun. You're right.
I was gonna say Carl is not fun.
Carl is the not fun.
My fun is Danielle. She's moving in alone, making like progress. Remember when like she didn't have a job? She has bounced back and better, got her own apartment. She's excited. She's experiencing facials for the first time. She's bringing all the decor for the party, and she's found a guy she likes, Max, and she's going after it.
I support that. I'm gonna pick Paige.
Nice.
For like similar reasons. So she knows her worth. She knows what she wants. You're not gonna put in the effort. She's not gonna wait around for it. She's gonna get a hot guy Max to try and take her out. She's gonna flirt with him. She's gonna be mad when she deserves to be mad by getting cake in her face.
Absolutely.
But also she's living her best life. She doesn't give a fuck. Carl gives a fuck. She's chilling.
But she's also not going to let you trap you in your little lies.
Absolutely not. And she got a facial. And I really like her and Danielle kind of progressing a little bit as friends. Hyping up Danielle. You deserve the best. She's a girl's girl,
and I love it.
Girl's girl. That was fun. All right. Well, thank you for listening. Do all the things. Patreon, Instagram, leave a review. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna do the after show right now, so I can't wait. That's where the Bravo news is about to happen.
Thanks for joining.
Bye.